everybody, it's your girl Pajama Life, and we're talking about Wonka and The Last Airbender and The Bad Batch. Let's get started. Hey everybody, it's your girl Pajama with Pajama Life. And with me today are my two favorite guys right there. David, the king of all things Star Wars. Say hey to the people.
Hey everybody, great to be with you tonight. Hope you're enjoying the last day of March.
And our other buddy right here is Patrick. Say hey to the people.
Hey everybody, hopefully it was as nice where you are as it is here. So you got a lot of stuff done, and hopefully we're all ready for the big day tomorrow.
All right. Well, let's take a look. It's a kid-friendly show. Let's take a look at Wonka.
As a child, I always dreamed of one thing: to have the biggest chocolate factory in the world. I've spent the past 7 years traveling the world perfecting my craft. You see, I'm something of a magician, inventor, and chocolate maker. So quiet up and listen down. Nope, scratch that, reverse it.
Many people have come here to sell chocolate. They've all been crushed by the chocolate cartel shop.
No daydreaming.
What are we gonna do, Willie?
Huh? Do you have a pencil and paper?
Uh-huh.
I got an idea. Mark my words! This is gonna be the greatest chocolate shop the world has ever seen! So you're the funny little man who's been following me.
I will have you know that I am a perfectly respectable size for an Oompa Loompa.
An Oompa what now?
Allow me to refresh your memory.
Oh, I don't think I want to hear that.
Too late.
Patrick, you saw this in the theaters, I believe. Lloyd, what did you think of Wonka?
Well, just looking, it's been a few minutes, but I liked it. I felt it was fairly true to the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You want to go to the actual book by Roald Dahl, which is a delightful book, by the way. I felt it was a little overproduced, is what I kind of felt like. I felt it lost some of its whimsy with the over, perhaps, production where you have to have, Hugh Grant appearing to be real tiny, and then you saw some of those still, those bits where he kind of twirls around. I mean, Willy Wonka was magical without having to do crazy magic stuff. I mean, just some kind of the machines. It felt like I liked it. I did like it. I think it could have been better if they tried to just rely a little bit more on the talent of the actors, and maybe take a few more minutes with the writing. There's some really good stuff. It felt like something that was that Gene Wilder could have done, but I think he would have, And then, granted, I have a nostalgic soft spot in my heart for the old one, and as such, I tend to maybe prefer it over that. But it was good. I enjoyed it. I didn't come out of it feeling like I got gypped out of money to go watch it. So that's a high mark. So there you go.
Hey, David, what did you think?
Well, as someone who grew up with Willy Wonka, like you all did with Gene Wilder, I've come to the conclusion that's a really creepy dude. And it's still creepy. And Hugh Grant in Orange Face and Tiny, it's still creepy. I can't help but feel like Willie. I loved the costumes. The police officer costumes was great. I thought that was good. But as a story, I'm just kind of weirded out, kind of bothered by the whole thing at this point. I can't help but thinking they're all going to go have a big rave at P. Diddy's.
What? Oh my God, that is too much. I guess I didn't get any creepy vibes, but I don't know if I liked it as much. Because I actually didn't know it was going to be such a musical. And so I thought it would be more story, but it was more musical than story, kind of like Jingle Jangle almost, but I was prepared for that. But this, I wasn't prepared for so much of a musical. And I have to say, Timothy Chalamet did his job. I mean, he's engaging and charismatic, and he's cool. So it kind of gave that same kind of cool Gene Wilder has. But maybe that's it, Patrick, that it's just a little overdone. And so you kind of are left, it is like cotton candy, it's sweet, but it's a lot. And so but however, this is very kid friendly. I think that the kids would love it. Parents could sit with their kids and watch it. It doesn't have anything offensive. And it is fun for the family. So while I wish it wasn't so musical because some of the songs weren't great. But they did redeem it by what is the song at the end? Is it Pure Imagination? From the original movie. Oh. And it was lovely. And so it's a qualified, I think from all of us, a qualified agreement that this is it's okay. It's okay.
It's a qualified okay. Boy, we've got peace in the Middle East with that decision.
I know, right? If only they could get to an okay. So definitely with your kids, sit and watch Wonka. Yeah. Okay. Next up is another kid-friendly movie, a little more preteen kind of kids, for The Last Bender. I guess it's Avatar, The Last Airbender.
The past. The future. It all gets mixed up.
Everyone is counting on me. Am I supposed to save the world if I don't know what I'm doing?
But imagine what'll happen if you don't even try.
I'm not someone who can stop the Fire Nation. I don't want the responsibility.
You don't have to do this alone. You have me, Tara, and a flying ball of fur. What more do you need?
I'm the Avatar, and I'm gonna save the world. With my friends.
What about your friends? Will they let you down? Will they be around? Yeah, yeah. David, what did you think of The Last Airbender?
I really enjoyed it. I thought that was a fantastic series. I think they stayed true to the cartoon story. The acting was good. This was just a lot of fun. Big fan of this. Now, I actually like the M. Night movie that was not always as well received, but I did enjoy that too. They made some really cool little action figures there. There's a custom of one. But I enjoyed The Last Avatar, the Airbender. This was good, and hope we see more of it. Not gonna lie.
Okay, Patrick, what did you think?
They got it. I'm going to say that because they paid attention to what made the series so good, and they took the notes, and they had to pare some things out. I get it from the first season because I've watched the animated thing two or three times. My kids were right in that sweet spot when they were watching this stuff. So I saw it several times and just drop in on episodes and drop out episodes. They got the sense. I mean, I think they got the characters all right. The anxious optimism of Aang, he doesn't know how he's going to do it, but he thinks he can do it. I mean, but his friends are like, you got Sokka being, totally ridiculous, and Katara learning things, and teaching things. I've heard they've already picked up the next 2 seasons already.
Oh, wow. 2.
So,
okay.
So you will, well, because you got the Book of Air, the Book of Fire, the Book of Water, and then the Book of Stone. Because they got to go through. He's got to learn all 4 bending styles, and he's now learned to do water bending. And now he already knew how to be an airbender. So now he's got to go learn to be a stonebender, and that's the one I'm really excited about because the character that teaches him, his companion, becomes incredibly hilarious. And if they do such a good job as they've done with the first set, then it's going to be great. So, and I don't want to give away spoilers to anybody who hasn't seen the entire series, but watch the animated series and you'll know what's coming and you're going to love it. But I mean, I think they got it right, and I am impressed with that because I didn't feel any missed parts that they took things out. Like, a lot of times when you've seen stuff that you've seen a lot, there were episodes that were kind of throwaways that were just kind of like, oh, here's how I get from this city to this city. It was kind of fun little misadventure or something. But they took out some of the stuff they didn't need, but they kept all the important things, including the vendor of cabbages. So,
yeah,
no notes. Perfect.
Oh, wow. High praise
Loved it.
indeed. I did not watch the series, and I think I was so disgusted by the movie. It just was terrible that I didn't ever finish it. So this is my first entry into Avatar: The Last Airbender. And this was really good. I think if you haven't read or listened to the series or watched the series or looked at the anime or the old movie, that you can come into this and really enjoy it fresh and still get a lot out of it. And I think that the camaraderie between the young people was really good actors. And a really serious, but manageable story for young people. I mean, you dealing with all kind of, sophisticated motives and plots within plots and scheming, but it's still accessible, I felt. And I think there was enough, and then like the couple of funny kind of kid things, the fluffy flying buffalo thing, and the little mouse guy, and then UA, I think, is she a nine-tailed fox creature? But yeah, and I thought that was really cute. They added those kind of elements for the little ones. So, but really great storytelling. Daniel Day Kim, you got him in there. You've got I forget his name, the dad from Kim's Convenience, who's also been in Star Wars, this guy is getting all the roles. And he's really great. And so it's, jam-packed with a diverse cast and really does a great job of telling this story in a new way, in a live action way. So, but it looked pretty expensive. So I hope Netflix, has the money to do it justice for the sophomore season. So we'll see. Hopefully it is going to be a success and we don't have to wait that long for it, because I'm excited to see what's up next. So definitely I think it's a strong yes. Go see it. And it's something the whole family can watch. Really good messaging in there too, about friendship and confidence in yourself and being kind. So definitely check out Avatar: The Last Airbender. All right, up next is my favorite. She's back, kicking ass and taking names. In The Bad Batch. You know who I'm talking about.
I wasn't planning on killing you, but you're making it very tempting.
Yay! You didn't need to see anything else. And I'll start because I am super excited that Asajj Ventress is back. I didn't get to see the whole series with her or the subsequent shows she was in, so I think I missed her arc. But even when she was a villainess, I loved her. So to see her like this is super awesome. And it was a really good episode. And it's just building. This season to me is building and building, and it's just getting better. So I really enjoyed this episode. Let's talk to our guru of all things Star Wars, David. What'd you think? Oh no, I don't like his face. Uh-oh.
Well, thanks a lot. You only noticed for like 20
I
some odd
like
years.
his expression. Oh no.
How's this? Is this better?
All of a sudden, David dropped out of the conversation. We don't know why. I don't know what happened.
No. Well, despite my face, I actually enjoyed it. I think that this season, The Bad Batch has really, every episode I thought has been strong. I think really, they've been on point, good development of characters, and seeing Asajj Ventress come back, I thought was fantastic. I'm not a big fan of the animated characters moving into the movies generally, but because there's a point where it loses some credibility with me. But within these comic stories, Dave Filoni really fleshed out the Clone Wars in a wonderful way. This was, Asajj was a creation of animation too, but in the Clone Wars shorts that took place before Filoni did his piece. The Kratowski, I think I'm not saying that name right, but she came from that and then was really fleshed out. So it's neat to see her back. The interactions with the squad and Omega really good. So we're not sure exactly where everyone's going to wind up, but I'm hoping we don't see Ventress in the Mandalorian here in the next.
Oh my God, I would love that. What are you talking
Why
about?
do you not want to see that? That'd be amazing.
Oh, that would be awesome.
For me, it goes back to I would like the animated characters to stay in the animated world and not merge over, because somebody's got to be dead from the Clone War era. Did everybody live? Good gracious.
They snuck out.
This is a fun story. It's a fun story. It was neat to see the interactions there. Can't wait till next week, or next Wednesday, I should say. This is good stuff.
Yeah. Patrick, what'd you think?
I really enjoyed it, and there were some really neat little kind of Easter eggy kind of things, like the yellow lightsaber that Ventress was using, which is supposedly the color of people that are still kind of evil but are kind of neutral. I can't remember what exactly the term is.
Wait, didn't Rey have a yellow lightsaber at the end?
I cannot recall. But that brings me to my next point too. That it feels like that they're building to try to give some cover to that last horrible movie by tying the cloners into the M count, which was the way you get Jedi. It feels like
that's
they're trying.
The only part I didn't like about these last couple episodes.
That's what it feels like. It feels like they're trying to do. They're trying to give some cover to that, and that's how we brought the Emperor back in that stinko movie. So it feels. I mean, David probably more versed in this than me, but I remember that. I remember going, "What the heck? They cloned the Emperor," and now you see all the cloners working to try to figure out how to clone people that are force sensitive or force ready to go, which means maybe that this whole thing, because it's sponsored by the Empire, that they're trying to build the storyline into it, so to give some canonical underpinnings to that stinko movie.
Yeah, they're definitely doing that.
The movie that shall not be named.
Yeah, they're definitely doing that.
I think that's a part of it, because they want to kind of connect the universe, however they can. So yeah, I just think that's a given. But
overall, I love that movie. I love the series. I do love the series. Yeah. I love the episode. They're all good. It's great stuff. I don't trust their motive, but I do enjoy it. And seeing Ventress come back, oh yeah, heck yeah, with hair even. Oh man, sign me up.
Oh my gosh. So I have to ask, which was better? Was Wonka better, or was The Last Airbender better?
Oh.
Better kids story and kids message.
Avatar.
Yeah, Avatar's
Period.
much better story.
I think so. Me too. I think
Yeah.
Avatar is a great
I
movie.
mean, Wonka was
Great
good, but
series.
man, I mean, it's not. I mean, Roald Dahl's stories are all a little bit dark and disturbing.
Yeah. When
I
you
mean,
read
come on. I
them,
mean, it's the families they're all living in one bed and all those kinds of. There's some weird stuff going on. I mean, even his other books, you read, they're not happy childhood. I don't know what happened in his childhood, who hurt him, but yeah, it's not great. And as such, to sugarcoat things, not to make a pun about Wonka, but to sugarcoat things a little bit too much, it doesn't feel genuine. Is the thing I would say about the Wonka thing. Again, but it's good for kids that don't know any better.
Yeah.
They have never read the books.
Kids love musicals too, where they can listen to the music. You can pop it in and let it play, and the kids will be happy. It's one of those things. And the preteen girls and teenage girls like Timothy Chalamet, and some people my age like Timothy Chalamet. So yeah, I think it had something for everybody, but they could have toned it down maybe a tad. And that it doesn't include us because we never tone it down. We rank it up. So, and especially with my fellas here, we want you all to have a really great Easter weekend. If that's what you celebrate. If not, just have a great weekend where you can spend some time with the families and have some fun. Next week, we're going to again watch The Bad Batch, as well as we'll have a couple of episodes of The Bad Batch that we'll take a look at, and a couple of other things. I don't know. I can't remember right now, but we will definitely be back next week. David, say goodnight to the people.
Hey, everybody, happy Easter. Enjoy yourselves and look forward to seeing you next week when we talk about The Bad Batch and some other really fun stuff. So long.
Patrick, say
everybody have a great weekend and get out and enjoy the week. Enjoy the weather. Hopefully it's nice wherever you are. Don't get exhausted like I did doing all the yard work in one day. But other than that, go out and have a great day. Have a great weekend. See you next week.
And don't forget to comment below and like and subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.